been living, crash out after crash out. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Adora Yin, and today you're gonna be watching me speedrun a bunch of my IB assignments. So for context, it's currently the first week of December and I am an IB senior in my last year of the IB, thankfully, but it's also the most stressful time in like my entire academic career ever. Like genuinely, I was not this stressed when I was doing my mocks, which decided my predicted grades, or my IGCSEs. Like this is genuinely the worst it's ever been. December is going to be the most hecticest, busiest month, and for that reason I also have not posted on YouTube for a while, which is totally my fault. My bad, y'all. Like, I'm so sorry. I just have not gotten around to editing a video. So yeah, as of today, like of me filming this right now, I haven't posted in 2 weeks, but I'm hoping to change that. I just need to like get back on top of my academic stuff and like pull my life back together. But let me just tell you guys like how much we have to do this month. It's not even funny. Like school is ending at the end of next week for me, for Christmas break, but like everything just has to be due within these 2 weeks, and then during Christmas break there's like a whole other load of stuff that we have to do. But for the current deadlines that are like the most alarming, I guess you could say, I do have a list. So I have my math final IA draft due on Wednesday, which is, if you don't know, it's like a whole entire math investigation report that's like 20 freaking pages long. And I got the comments, like I got the feedback on my first draft back, but there's so many like suggestions that I have to do, so I have to work on that so that I can submit the final thing. And then I also have my official like English mock writing paper on Wednesday as well, and we're supposed to have the rest of our mocks after Christmas break, but I guess they couldn't fit it in that slot, so then they're moving one of the English papers to Wednesday, which is just not right. Also, I just totally forgot about that until literally yesterday when somebody reminded me, so that's pretty fun. And then also next Wednesday we have our TOK essay due, and if you don't know what that is, you should be grateful that you don't know what that is, because it's basically like a 1,600 word like sort of philosophical essay about like, see, I don't even know what it's about. Like it's just like, it's like abstract stuff about like knowledge. Like I don't even want to explain it, man, but I honestly don't have anything concrete for that at the moment either. And we also have to discuss what we have so far in class on Wednesday. Why is everything on Wednesday? But yeah, I'm a bit stressed for that as well. Like for my other TOK coursework, which is the TOK exhibition, it literally took me like an entire month to finish because I just kept on having to change it. So I don't know how I'm gonna finesse this in like a few days time. So that's one thing. And then I also have my anthropology IA due like end of this week. Okay, honestly, like nobody I know takes anthropology because it's such a random IB subject to take, or even just like a high school subject in general. But for the IA, it's basically like another report kind of thing where you are like the student, you're being an ethnographer and you have to like investigate something, not investigate, but like explore something and then like connect it to like anthropology stuff and whatever. And it's 2,000 words, and yeah, I'm like a good like halfway through that, so that's also pretty fun. And then also, just on top of that, just like as a senior, we're also going through the most intense college app season. This is seriously like the final push, and I'm like halfway through with all of my supplemental essays, but there is so many, like it's actually insane how many supplemental essays that we have to write, considering that I'm only sending out 10 applications. So like explain how I have 40 essays to write. Yeah, explain that to me. And I don't know why like every single essay it takes me so long, like actually so long. So I'm really fighting for my life here. The college apps, they're all due in the first week of January, so I'm gonna be working through those throughout Christmas break. And then throughout Christmas break as well, I guess I do have to study for my mocks that come after Christmas break and after I hand in my apps. So it's seriously like never over. It's not gonna be over until the end of January. So yeah, that's just like a slice of life for me. And if you're not a senior yet, I hope this video helps you imagine what it's gonna be like in your first term of senior year and motivate you to get your stuff sorted. And if you are a senior, I am wishing you the best of luck, because we are seriously going through it and it's not okay, but at least we're going through it together. But anyway, yeah, this vlog is just gonna be me grinding out everything that I have to do, attempting to do things in one day. Oh, by the way, I'm not finishing this entire list in one day. I'll probably get like a solid 2-3 things done. That's like max to good quality. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and grind it out the whole day and maybe show you guys some methods that I use, give you guys some motivation if you're going through something similar. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna get right into it, and I'm gonna start with finishing up my math IA because that's like the biggest deadline at the moment, and I'm like close to finishing, but it's also so far because I still have like so many corrections to make. But yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys along with me and you're gonna get a time lapse right now. Alright, the grind is starting now after I had my cup of black coffee, and as I said, I handed in my first full draft a couple of months ago, but came back with feedback of what I had to add and delete for every single page, which made it especially annoying because you kind of just have to go through every single page and fix whatever is wrong with it while sticking to the page limit, while sticking to all the formatting stuff. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm standing, it's because I am suffering from insane back pain, but also at the same time I feel like it helps you focus kind of and concentrate. So yeah, that's the first study tip of the video, I guess. Stand up while doing your work for as long as you can last, just so you can focus on the task. Okay, slight intermission because I just love how the moment I do something, I don't have freaking batteries. Yeah, it's so dead, it doesn't even say that it doesn't have batteries anymore. Okay, instead of finding batteries, I ended up digging out my year 7 scientific calculator for this task, which it worked because it was just simple calculations. But yeah, I just continued thugging it out. Also, while doing this, I had a split screen the whole time with my Microsoft Word document on the left side and then my Desmos modeling graph function website on the right side. And yeah, that's the second study tip of this video, to always have split screen, because I feel like it's so much easier when you're studying or doing whatever work you need to do, because you can have all the information up on your screen at once and you don't have to jump between tabs or anything annoying like that. So yeah, second study tip of this video. Okay, quick intermission right now because Spotify Wrapped just got released and I wanted to unbox it with you guys. If you don't know what Spotify Wrapped is, it's basically like a summary of all the music you listen to on Spotify for the past year. And so it's an annual thing and it deserves an annual celebration. So here we go. I don't know how I feel about the new design this year, but it's whatever. It looks good. Animations. Okay, it says I listened to music for 83,000 minutes this year, which I think is more than last year, and that's kind of insane. But honestly, this year has been such a grind year, so I'm not surprised. Tastes like yours can't be defined, but let's try anyway. I listened to 295 genres. Don't know what they are. Okay, but my top genres are pop, rap, alternative, R&B, bedroom pop, hip-hop, and lounge. As I said, this is like my lock-in music, kind of. Like, honestly, a lot of my Spotify this year was just listening to study music while trying to be productive and doing work, or yeah, that's kind of it. But I feel like this year is definitely gonna be my highest in listening just because I'm literally on Spotify all the time. Okay, age is just a number, right? Okay, my listening age is 28 apparently, because I listen to a lot of early 2010s. Honestly, 2010s doesn't even feel like that long ago, so I don't understand why it's saying that my listening age is 28, but I don't know. I feel like 2010s music is just more vibier. Also, I was like in primary school, in elementary school during the 2010s, so I feel like it's definitely some sort of nostalgia. Okay, I don't know. Let's keep going. I listened to 3,785 songs this year, and my top song is Gimme Love by Joji. Honestly, I don't remember listening to this much, but I do love Joji. Okay, next thing, my top songs: Gimme Love, Let Me Go, Cyanide, Get You, and Sanctuary. Funny how it's all Joji and Daniel Caesar. They all seem to be a little bit more on the depressing side. Okay, next I listened to 33 albums this year. And my top album was Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd, which I listened to for 1,734 minutes. It got dropped this year, so that's not surprising. Love it. And my top albums include also AM by Arctic Monkeys, Swimming Mac Miller, Kanye West, and more The Weeknd. So that's actually not surprising. I feel like these are just all my top artists. And I listened to almost 2,000 top artists. Oh my god, it's going by so fast. Wait. Okay, Mac Miller, SZA, The Weeknd. Oh my gosh, wait, this animation is so fun. Wait, it's by month? That's so fun. Okay, for context, The Weeknd has been my top artist for the past 2 years. So, wow, I'm not surprised. It's like, wow. I was gonna say it looks a bit like, sperm racing. But it says my top artist is The Weeknd again. And I'm top 0.09%. I feel like that's good, right? I don't know. I feel like I was lower last year. I'm not sure. But I listened to his songs for almost 8,000 minutes. Wow. Don't remember doing that. And yeah, top artists in order are The Weeknd, Mac Miller, Daniel Caesar, Kanye West, and SZA. And I feel like that's right. Like, it's definitely missing a lot of other artists I like, but this makes sense for being the Wrapped for this year. Okay, next, I think this thing is a new thing. A club? Okay, I don't know what this is, but it looks interesting. I'm part of Cloud State Society, apparently. And my role is a leader. Don't know what that means, but it sounds cool. And okay, I'm with 16% of other Spotify users apparently, and then it just lists like my top artists. So that makes sense. Still don't know what that means, but let me know if you're also part of Cloud State Society. Okay. And then, what is this? Time for your victory lap. Okay, I guess this is just a summary. Fun. Okay, wait, I think that's it. Oh my gosh. That was pretty fun. I've been looking forward to this one for a while just because I am insane on Spotify. But yeah, that is that. Let me know if you guys are in the same club as me or have the same top artists. That was it for the little study break intermission. And I'm back at it again. This time I do have house music playing on Spotify, which is what's on the top left corner. And that is also my third study tip of this video, just playing something without lyrics in the background. Maybe something upbeat or whatever you like just to get you through it. Also, I do have Symbolab on my other side of my screen just to cross-check my calculations, which is also a super useful tool for maths. Okay, update time. I am dangerously close to a crash out. I have been sat in the same spot for almost, I think, like 3 hours, and I'm still not done. I thought I was gonna be done in like 2 hours. Every equation takes so long to type up, and it's like let me show you guys. Okay, look at this, right? Like, it doesn't, like, the math itself is not complicated. It's literally not complicated. Like, it's like the basic calculus stuff, but this literally takes so long to type. Like, Word, come on, Word. Like, this is what it looks like in Word, right? Like, you have to like go through every single button to get through every single thing, and it's just so painful, and it's so stupid. And like, just look at how long this equation is. Like, it's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. But like, the math eye is just all about showing your steps and whatnot. But like, oh, and I'm still not done. I'm still not done. I was so close. Like, I still have 2 sections to go, and then I just looked at the second section that I have, and I realized I totally forgot that I have another massive freaking equation to do there. So it's gonna take me like another like 2 hours. Okay, you know what? Maybe I need to calm down and just do it. But that's literally what I have been doing for the past 3 hours. But I'm seriously like losing all motivation. It's been so long. I just want it to be done. Oh my god, this is actually gonna be my last draw. The website I cited when I first did my initial draft that I handed in to my teacher is gone now. University of Colorado Boulder, what are you doing? I swear it was a real website. Why is it gone? Alright, time for the final push for finishing my math IA. I do have my lovely Coke Zero at hand again, and I also apologize for my terrible posture. That is probably why my back is hurting. It's really humbling to watch back, actually. So yeah, don't be like me. And wow, you can literally watch it get dark. Okay, I am finally freaking done. It is 22 pages long, and it is 4,300 words. I'm just so glad it is finally over. And I have submitted it on Turnitin. There we go. Lovely. Finally, one more IA is over. Okay, this is me after finally submitting my math IA final draft. Woohoo! I'm so mentally freaking tired. Like, it's not even maths. It's not maths. It's literally just like explaining maths in English. It's like, I don't even know. But at least it's over. If you didn't know, the math IA like limit, it's 20 pages. So my one had 22 pages because it excludes like the cover page and the bibliography page, and it took so freaking long like trying to squish it all into 20 pages because I just had to keep on adding stuff to explain the freaking maths. But yeah, I'm so glad it's finally over and I am at peace with that, and I don't ever want to think about it ever again. And honestly, I spent way too long on that. Like, it should not have taken that long. Literally this week, okay, I spent my entire Sunday doing that, and literally the entirety of today also doing that. And this is only like making corrections to my initial draft, which took like I don't know how many days. But yeah, at least it is over. That's just like one thing checked off my to-do list. I still have like 5 billion things to do. Let me tell you, I have not seen an empty to-do list since like the start of this year probably. So that really says something. Anyway, I'm still very stressed because I still have so many things to do, and as you can see, it's already dark out. So yeah, somehow I'm just gonna have to pull myself together for this one. Also, my phone literally died while I was trying to film a time lapse, so I don't even know when like the last thing you guys saw was for it. But yeah, whatever, that's done. I'm gonna figure out what to do now because I don't want to do anything. Also, if anybody is curious, my math IA was modeling this hourglass that I have with like calculus and geometry and like calculating like volumes and stuff with like the curvatures. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it anymore because it's over. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, I feel a lot happier now because, well, I just checked my phone and I scrolled on Reels for a little bit. So a lot more rejuvenated at that. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do next because, as I said, there's like so many things on my to-do list, and it's like literally like a trouble with what to even pick to get started because I know that every single task is going to take like an obscene amount of hours. But I think I'm going to get started on my TOK essay because I have like so many random things down but nothing concrete, and it's due literally next week. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. But like, honestly, these entire past few months, I've literally been living crash out after crash out, trying to meet deadline after deadline. It's not fun, it's not cute, and it's literally, it feels like it's literally never over. So we are hanging on to hope here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to say something motivating, but I don't really have anything motivating for myself either. So I think I'm just gonna get started on that and pray for the best. Yeah, there's not much to say about that. I'm just like really having to force myself to get through everything. Okay, I am back with another intermission because I just found out that YouTube also dropped a Wrapped of their kind. I think it's just called the YouTube 2025 recap, but I did not know that they did that. And the reason why I found out is because my friend sent me a screenshot of her one, and apparently I ended up on her one. So shout out to Jolius, love you. Did not know that this was a thing. Apparently I'm her second top channel, which I am so honored. I did not see this coming or expect this whatsoever. And I also apparently made her list on top videos, top channels focused on exam preparation, along with other IB channels. So very honored to be on the list here and featured, and I hope I made some of your guys' list. That would honestly make my day, because I did not expect that one at all. And love how YouTube AI classified me as an educational study tips YouTuber. So that's great, and that made me a lot happier to my otherwise not so happy day. But yeah, let me know if I'm on your guys' ones. Okay, I am back. I feel like that went well. I feel like I cooked something up there. Honestly, I could be like fully deluding myself just so I can wrap it up for today. I feel like my TOK essay is starting to make sense, which is a really grand claim to make, because previously it was not making sense at all for me. But now I do have a solid structure, and it's like a 700 word like outline kind of thing. It's not in like paragraph form, it's more so in bullet points, but it's like in an ordered way, so it'll be easier for me to like sit down and actually write it. But I feel like it's gonna start not making sense again over the weekend when I actually do the research with the sources and everything and actually write it. But for the current moment in time, it makes sense. So I feel like I've done enough for today, which honestly I don't think I've done that much, because it's only been like literally just two tasks that I've worked on, but it feels like I've accomplished a lot. I don't know. I felt like I reached some sort of flow state there. Anyway, that is the consensus for today. I hope you guys enjoyed coming on with me on a little productive day in my life as a freaking IB senior struggling. Yeah, as you can see, I am not the most well rested at this current moment in time. But you know, after December, or actually after January, life is gonna be good again. So waiting for that, and yeah, probably more vlogs to come, because I will be having my mocks in January. So stay tuned for more of those like exam type videos, I guess. And yeah, I should get back to like regular posting on YouTube again at some point. But yeah, that's it from me today. I hope this video was not too boring and it gave you some sort of insight into the life of an IB student trying to survive. But yes, that is that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, because apparently now I'm an inconsistent poster, so turn on post notifications so you know when I post the next video. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to anybody doing anything right now, including me. Okay, bye.